online classroom. Today we're looking at the POE and we're going to start with Activity 1, the pre-writing program. There are two parts to this POE. The first is a paragraph and the second is a pre-writing program for the grade R year. Part 1 is a short paragraph. Here is a quote from Vessels about scaffolding. So step by step, learners are led to constructing new knowledge and mastering new skills as help is gradually withdrawn. We need to write a paragraph of 300 to 400 words on the skills required by a grade R child before formal handwriting can begin, and this is for 20 marks. We'll need to discuss the skills required prior to learning formal handwriting, gross motor, fine motor, spatial orientation and directionality, and tracing and writing patterns. We're also going to provide an overview of handwriting for grade R from the CAPS curriculum, showing the progression, and we're going to look at the benefits of pre-writing skills and the role that the teacher plays in this. So let's look at the first point of our rubric. Remember, it's essential to always look at your rubric to see what is required. So here in the number 6 box, says it's an excellent discussion around the 3 key skills that children need to learn. It includes a definition and is clearly underpinned by theory. So there are 3 main concepts: gross motor and fine motor, the first concept; spatial orientation and directionality is the second concept; the third concept is tracing and writing patterns. And each of those is going to be for 2 marks. So you need to provide a definition in terms of pre-writing and include why it is important. So you provide a definition of gross motor skills and a definition of fine motor skills, and provide a specific reason as to why gross motor and fine motor skills are important for pre-writing. You need to include theory. This means you found a reputable source that backs up what you are saying. You can use an example from CAPS, and this could either be in the home language document or in the life skills document. Next, we're going to be looking at the overview of handwriting for grade R from CAPS, showing the progression. Do not confuse handwriting with writing. They are 2 very different things. We are looking at the start of handwriting in term 1, progressing across the year to term 4. We're looking at the development of these skills. So it starts off as simple and it gradually gets to the more complex in term 4. Remember, it is handwriting, not writing. Finally, you're going to discuss the role of the teacher. The student shows an excellent understanding of the role a grade R teacher can play in improving these skills, and that also needs to be underpinned by theory. So what is the teacher's role in improving these pre-writing skills? You need to include a minimum of 3 roles of the teacher, and remember to include some theory from a reputable source in your answer. For academic writing, remember it is just a paragraph, so you need to ensure that you watch your word count and be precise and to the point. Here are some examples of reputable sources you can use for this task. You can use your Teaching Grade R textbook, your Literacy in the Foundation phase, your home language CAPS document, your life skills CAPS document, the Eastern Cape handwriting guideline, movement and learning in the early years, or facilitating language learning. Remember, if you're going to be using a web page, make sure that it has an author and a date.